Here are all the fights to make after UFC Mexico, Moreno versus Kavanagh. Not much else to say. Let's get straight into it. First up, Loner Kavanagh gets the big upset win over Brandon Moreno on short notice and shuts his ass out. He should be fighting next Brandon Royval. A step up in the rankings. I think Moreno is number 6, Royval is number 4. And above that, you have Horiguchi, you have Kopp, Tyra, Van, and Pantoja. You could do Loner, Kopp, but I think Kopp and Horiguchi should fight sometime summer when Horiguchi's recovered from his broken hand that he had in the Mirabazi fight. That's a perfect title eliminator because I think the schedule will be like this. Van Tyra, they fight in April. Winner faces Pantoja in like September or so. And the winner of Kopp Horiguchi fights the winner of Pantoja versus the winner of Van Tyra sometime late this year or early next year, like December, January. So we'll see something like that. So I think Kavanagh should fight Royval. Kavanagh probably need to get 2 more wins before a title shot, which I think is good. You know, he had a great performance against Brandon Moreno, but Brandon Moreno was also a bit of him looking ass. I think Kavanagh, Brandon Royval, I think his stage is a little bit better than Moreno, but I think he's to be slowed down as well. He took a lot of damage in the Van fight. Just got knocked out in the first round pretty bad against Kopp. And when he comes back, I think Loner will beat him pretty easily, honestly. But I just think Loner, he's young. He did learn. He looked good in his improvements of managing his cardio and stuff, and his reads in the striking, kind of not falling for like just outstriking Moreno, not really falling for the bait and the whatever when he ducks. Good performance. But I think let the older guys play out. Let the guys who are established at the top more play out, and then you get in there. But I think 2 more fights for him, and then a title shot. So next up, Brandon Moreno. He looked washed. He looks bad. He looks old as fuck in this. Like, just look at his face. You just look at his face. He looks old, dude. He looks wrinkly, old, aging. He's only 32, but he's taking a lot of damage. I think there's not much else for him in this sport, but I think you should just run back the Osama Bayev fight. Not run it back, but rebook it. It's like Moreno, he's done, I think. I think that was a terrible performance. He looks really bad. His last few performances have looked shaky. Nothing crazy as well. The Tyra fight, even the Albazi and the Usyk fights, they're just like whatever, you know? And, I mean, Osama Bayev is not that great himself, but, you know, this will be a step up for Osama Bayev from, I think, Alex Perez. You could do Alex Perez versus Moreno, but I think just rebook this fight. Whenever this guy is Osama Bayev, I don't know what he put out for, but whenever he's back recovered, you could just run this back, honestly. Next up, David Martinez should take on Song Yadong. UFC Macau in May, main event. I think this will be a good one. I think I matched up Song Yadong versus like a Talbot or something before, but I think this is a little bit better. Maybe do Talbot Sandhagen, then Zahabi versus Umar if Sean O'Malley's not. Whatever. Who cares about those fights? This fight right here, this is a very interesting fight for me. A fun fight. I think rankings-wise it makes sense. I think it's 10. I think Martinez is at 10 or 9 maybe. Going up to number 5, something like that. But in front, it's like Zahabi, Figgy. Like, Zahabi should fight up a little bit rather than fighting down. And Figgy just, it should be the same thing as a Cheeto fight. Just Figgy does nothing, and then David Martinez just jitters around the octagon and wins. And Song Yadong, coming off a loss versus Sean O'Malley, he looked good the first couple of rounds and then dropped off. Both these guys, same shit happened to them. They both had a couple good rounds and then dropped off. This could be a good fight. I think it's very fun, especially the first 2 rounds will be bangers. And it's 5 rounds. It will be 5 rounds at a main event. I think we could test their cardio a little more in a 5-rounder. Especially Martinez, since he's not as proven as Song Yadong. He doesn't have as much experience. We could really test his cardio and test how he adjusts over 5 rounds, how he changes his style maybe, because 3 rounds you could be like that. You could do that for 3 rounds. But 5, I don't know. He barely even did it for 3. So I think it's a good test for him, a good step up as well. And he kind of skips that other bullshit. That's like the lower top 10 of his division. And the co-main event, or the co-main loser, Cheeto Vera should fight probably any one of these guys. just a young up and comer. I have him against going up against any of these guys. He is done. I think he's shown his last 4 fights. He's on a 4-fight skid. Even the Pedro Munoz fight was very close. He could have arguably lost that, but he's just the same shit. Just does nothing. He just kind of even if he's walking forward and pressuring you like he did this past fight, he's not doing anything. He's not throwing. He has good work to the body, but he doesn't use it enough. He has good boxing. He's powerful. He mixes it up pretty well when he does strike and go forward. Like he should have beat Zahabi as well. He was active early on and then just stopped. Against David Martinez, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't throw anything. And when it's time to throw something and get it finished, when you're down 2-0 in the third round, doesn't do shit. So I think Chito Vera, he's done. His MMA career is done beating anybody. I think he's not going to ever win. He might not ever win a fight again, especially against one of these guys. I think these guys are all better than him skill-wise already, and they're going to be more active. So I think Alexander Taporia should be the next fight for him. Shoot Alex up there. But you could do Ewing with a win. You could do Basharat, put him in there now. Charles Jourdain maybe, but I think he's probably fighting like a Kyler Phillips or something. But any one of these guys, I think they all beat him. Chito Vera's done. He's not going to improve clearly, and he's just a free win for people now, in my opinion. He doesn't do anything. Next up, Bobby King Green should have an unk off with either Michael Johnson or Michael Chandler. He did call out Michael Chandler for the White House. He did call out Nate Diaz, but that was just for Nate Diaz to come back to the UFC. He said they're dogs. They're not going to fight. He's not going to fight him. But I think either one of these will be good. Michael Johnson's about to fight Drew Dober. You know, they're both coming off wins against Daniel Zellhuber. That'll be good. You know, we've been wanting this fight, the cookout, the unk off, the black unk off, whatever. Been wanting this for a while. I think it'll be a very fun fight. Good build up as well. These guys have been around forever. Same thing with Michael Chandler. These both are exciting fights. Bobby Green's a fun motherfucker. Like, he's got to get in there. He's got to talk shit. He's got to emo, walk forward, hands down. And it's dangerous against Michael Johnson and Michael Chandler. But, you know, I think we're going to get a highlight either way. Or just a fun fight. Even if it goes to decision. It's going to be 3 rounds. But you put one of these in the White House. I know Nate Diaz. Or not Nate Diaz. I don't know if Michael Johnson wants to. I haven't heard much of him. But Bobby Green wants to. Or King Green wants to. And Michael Chandler wants to. So any one of these guys. Chandler could even be fighting outside the rankings. It's fine. I think either one of these guys for Bobby Green would be great. It would be a very fun fight either way. Now for Daniel Zellhuber, the loser, he's done for, I think, one more fight and he's cut because he's not going to win another fight, in my opinion. I think we should just feed him whenever he's back to like a young guy. I just picked Cali Fernandez, honestly. He's kind of a placeholder. I don't know when he's coming back, but he could get another win and then fight Daniel Zellhuber. I don't know because the schedule is a little weird with Zellhuber because I was looking at Tom Nolan. Then I was looking at like Axel Sola, Mason Jones winner, but then they should be fighting someone up if they win. Whoever wins, Mason Jones, Axel Sola. Not a guy in a 3-fight skid and just got knocked out by Bobby Green and schooled by Bobby Green. Even Cali Fernandez, it's like, dude, who am I going to put this guy up against? Even Cali Fernandez, I don't even like this fight. I think it's a waste of time. But, I don't know, Daniel Zellhuber, maybe someone who makes a name for themselves in lightweight, a younger guy, maybe they could get him, but, or another unk, just giving them a free one, maybe a Jim Miller, do like a Jim Miller fight. But, dude, like, this is just, Daniel Zellhuber's done. He doesn't know how to fight. He sucks. He's retarded. Fuck, get him out of there, bro. Just feed him to somebody. Now, Edgar Chairez, not a great performance, but he did look decent. He's only lost in the UFC are to Tyra and Van. So I think you should get a ranked matchup and fight the loser of Bruno Silva and Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson's coming up on short notice here. Just got knocked out bad. So I think he's just a loser of this. I think they're 14 and 13 ranked. So they're going to be around 14, 13, 15 when they lose. Whoever loses this, I think Edgar Chairez can get a step up there. So they're fighting next week. No. When are they fighting? Or is it in 2 weeks? Was this on 327? I'm not sure. But or 326? I'm not sure. But yeah, I think Chairez should get a shot in the rankings, like just right outside, like 14, 15, 13, like one of these guys. Next up, Emmanuel Rodriguez gets a good win over Kevin Borjas. Survives the first round onslaught. He's still a little green, obviously, and especially in his defense when he comes forward in aggression, where he's good offensively, but it's like Aaron Pico. He's so good offensively there, and he's dangerous and he's aggressive, but he's also defensively irresponsible there and open. I think he should fight like a Clayton Carpenter. Good little all-around guy. Is decent. Like, just build him up. He's young. Don't give him anyone crazy. Clayton Carver's not gonna like kill him or anything. I think it's like a just decent step up for him. Just build him up. And the same thing goes for Santiago Luna. He called for Taporia. You're not getting that. He's only 21 years old. Looked very good, but sometimes he lacked some head movement and defense, I feel. And he went against Angel Pacheco, who's not very good. He's just tough. He should have finished his fight early on. I thought he would. But I think he should get like Adrian Yanez, who hasn't fought in like a year and a half. It's a good boxing matchup for him. Just test more of his striking. I know he's good wrestling credentials, but Adrian Yanez is, it's a good step up. It's winnable, and it's a nice name. Because you could, like, these guys, there's not like a crazy amount of prospects that, actually there is, never mind. There's a good amount of prospects at bantamweight, but you could throw him in the mix right away. Get him at Adrian Yanez. I think it's a good fight for him, a good step up, and it's like I said, it's winnable. It's a tough fight, but it's also winnable. Adrian Yanez is good, but he's not like anything crazy. We thought he once was, but whatever. I think Santiago Luna, a decent step up in Adrian Yanez. Next up, Ryan Gondra, bro. I said in my prediction video, this guy, he's going to get fluked one day soon. I don't think it's his next fight that I'm making, but he just has the look to him. I can't imagine a guy like this being a contender. He looks like George Lopez to me. He looks like a fucking Mexican dad with like 5 kids who sells like, I don't want to get too stereotypical. Like, I'm going to sound like, sells like street corn. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm not trying to get like stereotypical, but like, he just looks like a Mexican dad. I don't know. That's what I think. Like his face, especially his face. He just looks like a Mexican dad. He's 30 years old. He looks like he's 50. The white hair is not helping the gray hair, but also just his look, the look to him. He just looks like a fucking Mexican dad. But I think he should fight Ismail Nurdiev, a dangerous striker himself who has some power. He's not very good, but it's a decent step up, obviously, from Jose fucking Medina, who's literally a punching bag. I don't think he threw a strike. Everyone knew that was gonna happen. Like, that was literally the most. I should put $1 million on Ryan Gondra first round TKO within a minute and a half. Or within 2 minutes, I should have put. If I could bet on that, I'll put my whole fucking life savings on there. Jose Medina to get knocked out in the first 2 minutes. And that's what he got knocked out in 40 seconds. Like, it's really the most, like, everyone knew that was gonna happen. I think everyone knew that shit was gonna happen. I didn't even make any parlays, but I should have made a few parlays. I should have made like fucking Imanol Rodriguez KO, Ryan Gondra first round KO, Santiago Luna money line. I would have probably put Pale. Damian Penis fucking first round KO. Like, I should just put all that stuff on there because there's so many mismatches on this card, but whatever. Ryan Gondra, decent step up. Ismail Nurdiev, the Mexican father of 5. Next up, Francis Marshall gets a very dominant win, especially in the grappling, over Eric Silva, who's not really UFC level, it seems like. He should get Kavanagh, who's coming off a good all-around performance, some good boxing in there, some good kicks in there a little bit, like low kicks, if I remember correctly. Nice takedowns and grappling. It was a decent all-around performance from him. He looked pretty good. He's decent himself, but I think he should fight Francis Marshall maybe in that Perth fight night. That'll be a good one. I think Francis Marshall, a step up in competition for him, and a good little scrap. I think this would be a very good scrap. I would pick Francis Marshall here. Probably finish Kavanagh. I think a KO actually here. Then lastly, we have Damian Penis. I think he should get a step up against Wes Schultz. Was fucking ass. I don't remember him much. Like, going to this fight, I remember he was a grappler. I didn't realize it was that bad. Like, that was Ryan Hall maxing, just fucking squirming around, desperately shooting takedowns. It was a disgusting display of, he should be cut, I think. I would cut him. But Damian Penis, he should fight Zach Reese next. Zach Reese is coming off a loss to Michel Pereira, but Zach Reese, he could actually, like, damage you. He has decent grappling, you know. He's got some decent pop in his hands. He's not, like, anything crazy. He just lost to Michel Pereira, out of all people, in 2026. Had a war with him, a little scrap. It was a decent, but it was at very low level. I think Penis should just be another showing for him. A step up in competition, but also not anything crazy. Build him up. He's still very young, and he doesn't have a lot of experience in his career, but he showed me more than like an Antibo Gautier did in his first fight. Antibo Gautier's first fight was Jose Medina. At least Penis showed some like anti-grappling, anti-wrestling as well. And also crazy power, very physically gifted. But yeah, those are all my fights to make. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you. I'm going to be doing a 328 card builder this week, and then maybe like another video, like a random idea, and then obviously pick some predictions, all that stuff. and maybe if there's some big news that comes out, because there will be for the White House card. So tune in for that. I'm gonna definitely make a video on whatever they talk about. So see ya.